Hello, hello. We should be live right now on Facebook. We should be live on Spreaker and iHeartRadio, as well as other podcast platforms out there. Welcome, everyone, to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Welcome to the show. I want to make sure that we are indeed live on the timeline really quick. So let me make sure that we are good to go with the audio. Give me a second. All right. So I'm just checking a couple of things. I'm sharing this thing out as well before we go ahead and dive in and get started. So I'm going to share this out onto my page, and then I'm also going to share this in a group, at least one group right now. Okay. So let me go ahead. Actually, I'm going to share it with my team members, and then I'll get started. Okay. So welcome aboard, guys. I'm extremely excited to be here with each and every one of you guys on tonight. It's about 7:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just want to introduce myself. I'm Lakeisha McKnight, just in case, this is the first time that you and I are connecting. I'm a leadership specialist. Now, when I say specialist, I tell you that I speak on leadership, I train on leadership, I coach others to become great leaders. So that's what I mean by leadership specialist. And so I consider myself that, as well as a wealth mentor and an author of several books. The latest one that I often talk about the most is Leadership TKO, where I share with you 12 keys to implement to become a winning leader. So if you're looking to truly win in 2020, okay, I encourage you to get yourself a copy of that book, and you can definitely learn more about the Leadership TKO brand itself and the book by visiting leadershiptko.com. So I thank each and every one of you who have supported the project and the brand itself. Thank you so very much. And so here with the show, and ultimately with the brand here, Leadership TKO, what we simply do is we empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. Those three areas now: your influence, your impact, and your income. That is what we're helping you to do with this show. So if you want to grow your leadership ability, okay, number one, if you want to impact more lives, and maybe, just maybe, you want to definitely grow your income, you are in the right place at the right time. And some people even say ahead of time. And so I welcome you here. So a couple of things I encourage you to do while we're here together, or when you're watching the replay. You can like or love the stream. You can comment below in the comment section, and we can interact with one another. And you see the share feature, so that if you want to share this on your timeline, a group, a fan page, wherever it is that you want to share it, go ahead and do so. I encourage you to do so. Okay? So again, welcome aboard, and I am glad to be here with you on tonight. And so on this beautiful Wednesday, you know how we do it at the very beginning. What do? Well, I give you a little bit of an appetizer, and I'm about to do that. You know I'm about to give you an appetizer. Let's go ahead and get this appetizer in before the main meal. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Here we are. Now, hopefully you can see my screen. Can everybody see that? You can let me know in the chat if you can see it. Hopefully you can. All right. And so again, I just want to share with you another nugget from my leadership mentor, Dr. John Maxwell. And he talks about several laws as it pertains to growth. And this particular law right here is the law of the rubber band. I know you're probably like, he's coming up with all these different laws, and now the law of the rubber band. Yes, the law of the rubber band. What it simply says here is this: growth stops when you lose the tension between where you are, or where you were. Okay, let's think about it that way. Growth stops when you lose the tension between yourself and between, of course, others. Lose that tension. All right. Now, there are some benefits of tension. Okay, there are some benefits of tension, as you can see right here. Number one, few people want to stretch. Okay, few people want to stretch. All right, so you'll be able to stretch. You'll be able to grow. A lot of people don't want to grow, but I'm telling you, you'll have a lot of room to be able to do it, because not a lot of people want to, unfortunately. Secondly, as you can see here, settling for the status quo ultimately leads to dissatisfaction. So we don't want you to do that. Okay? I do not have a strong liking, okay? I do not have a strong liking for, mediocrity. Being able to settle just for anything, settling just to do the normal. Okay, doing the normal. I consider the normal to be a little boring. That's just me. Again, that's just me. But again, settling for the status quo ultimately leads to dissatisfaction. And I'm always about having fun and enjoying life. Here's the third point. Stretching always starts from the inside out. Isn't that what the show is all about? Helping you to win from the inside out? Come on now. Come on, somebody. Stretching always starts from the inside out. Yes, yes. All right. I think that's self-explanatory. Point 4. Stretching always requires change. Got to say this one more time. You got to get it. Stretching always requires change. There is no way you're going to be able to stretch without changing. Like, absolutely, positively, no way. Absolutely not. Show me that way and you're going to blow my mind. But I'm telling you, stretching always requires change. Here's point 5. Stretching sets you apart from others. I'm telling you the truth. You will stand out. You won't get mixed up in the crowd. Okay. It will cause you to be set apart different from the rest. And I like being unique. I like being, different. And so stretching sets you apart from everyone else. It really does. And then also this last point, stretching can become a lifestyle. It can. You can constantly grow. Have you ever heard me say that, hi, my name is Lakeisha McKnight and I'm a professional student? Why do I say that? Why do I say that I am a professional student? Why? Because I've embraced change and growth to be a part of my lifestyle. I want to grow every day. I want to learn something new every single day. I don't care if I have to learn it from my daughter. I want to learn, and she's only 4. I want to learn something new every single day. Give me the opportunity. And that's why I am a reader. If you are a leader, you should be a reader. Okay? And you should be reading. And when you're reading, you should be learning something new as you read. So again, these are just some of the benefits of tension. Okay? The benefits of tension. And I know John Maxwell here, he provides a series of stretches. Okay, just a series. He speaks of choosing his first pastorate because if you don't know, John Maxwell is a pastor first. Okay, he is a pastor first. That's really his calling. His essential calling. Maxwell was determined to work hard, and be creative in finding ways to lead people and to grow his church. Okay, that's what he said in his book, The 15 Laws of Growth. Okay, and look at this other point about his series of stretches, focusing on teaching leadership. That's something that he focused in on. Okay, he states by stretching through, his experiences, he was able to, quote unquote, discover the message I believe I was born to teach. Okay, by stretching through. The other point he makes is learning to communicate internationally. This is something that he had done. And I have to agree, this is something that we share the same, learning to communicate internationally. He says, I saw this as an opportunity to stretch and grow and maybe someday make a greater impact. And so I definitely concur with that. It stretched me by leaps and bounds because, for example, I had to learn, and of course still learning, French, because I do a lot of work when it comes to traveling into Africa. And I know that certain tribes and certain areas within Africa, they speak French. So I had to begin learning French. Okay. Here's a fourth point that he shares. Crossing over a new audience. Okay. Crossing over a new audience. It says Maxwell was a great public speaker as a pastor. But in his book, his book sales soared. He says, I seen this as an incredible opportunity to reach many more people than I otherwise would. Okay. And so you can see this last point here, focusing on building a legacy. He says it would mean stretching again, but I was willing to seize the opportunity and accept the challenge. You see that? He says, I was willing to seize the opportunity and accept the challenge. Now, of course, you want to accept the challenge for yourself if you're desiring to grow. If you want to grow, accept the challenge. Okay, do you? Do you accept the challenge? All right, the law of the rubber band. Look at this now. Growth stops, and we don't want it to, but it will stop when you lose the tension between where you are and where you're trying, where you are presently and where you're trying to go. Don't lose the tension. Okay, don't lose the tension. So again, this is the law of the rubber band, everyone. And my prayer again is that you've enjoyed this appetizer here with the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. And so I do want to get to the main meal because we do have some festivities going on tonight. There is a huddle that my team engages in, my family, my Wealth Builders family, and I don't want to deter your time and kind of divide your time. And so many of you know that I've embarked upon this series here over the last couple of weeks from my mentors, my network marketing mentors, Mr. Ty and Mrs. Valerie Best. They wrote this book entitled 103 Ways to Fail in Network Marketing. Okay, this is a guide to your success. So listen, if you're trying to be a professional, you're trying to network and trying to truly build a business, you want to tune in to these nuggets that I provide on this show. And that's what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks, is going through a nugget per episode. Okay. And on tonight, we're actually going to go over the 19th way to fail. Okay. The 19th way to fail in network marketing. And so you want to avoid this, and they're going to provide you with some tips here. Okay. Here it is. If you are a cigarette smoker, refuse to curtail your habit during the business seminar. Insist on seeing every break as a moment to smoke and then return to the meeting. This includes cigars, pipes, etc. I'm just going to keep reading what they say. Again, this is a people business. There are states that have completely outlawed smoking in any public facility. The health reasons are obvious. For us in the people business, the social reasons and the impact this habit can have on our income should be enough to discourage the habit. It should, right? My only recommendation to you is to do your best to curtail your smoking habits at public functions. Some people are so anti-smoking that they will turn down your business if you smoke. Sounds crazy, but it is true. And can I just be transparent right now? Here's the deal. What I've come to understand when it comes to this business and business in general, especially when you're getting into partnerships, I see building a business, as establishing partners. And when someone is desiring to partner with you, it's for a number of reasons. Yes, they can love the product, but they buy into the people first before they buy into the product. And they buy into the person first because the person was willing to show how much they cared first. And so here's what I understand. And this is what I've been shared information on for people who have partnered with me in the business that I am involved in. They'll say something like this. Well, I saw that you did this and it resonated with me. It connected with me. And why? What is that telling you? It's telling you that people are going to connect with those other individuals, that they see something in that partner or that business professional that's also in them. And so it's like they attract themselves to that person. And it's only because you have similarities. There's a lot of similarities. And so there's that connection there. So for me personally, I know for myself, it would, in relationship to this nugget, I know for myself, it will be hard for me to engage in business or join someone directly in business who smokes, especially if you're smoking at that moment and you're trying to share with me an opportunity. Number one, here is the other point of this. A person that's smoking, I normally would move away, have a little bit of space because I don't want to ingest it or inhale it because I care about my health, right? So I wouldn't be anywhere near it anyway, and I probably wouldn't entertain conversation much. Okay, that's just me personally. And so there may be some other people who actually feel the same way. So you want to be aware of that. And again, just thinking about this nugget, I think it just makes total sense. You know, if you have that habit, that's something that you do and you do not want to curtail it, then you might want to steer clear of the meeting. Okay. But if you want to show yourself to be a professional, then definitely waiting until the business meeting is over. And then you can do what it is that you desire to do. You want to set a good impression for those who are going to attend your meeting or going to connect with you or want to ask you questions about what it is that you do. All right? And it's not, hey, to each his own. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. You are an adult. But when it comes to business, I believe that Mr. and Mrs. Best, they know something. They know a little something. They've been in this industry for, man, decades. Couple of decades, okay? They are free people in America. This industry, network marketing, has freed them. They know what it takes. That's why they put this book together. That's why it's one of the nuggets in this book. And they've seen it. Look, if they wouldn't have put it in here if they didn't see it happen to someone. So you want to avoid that. Avoid all of the nuggets. And there's probably more, that's not in this book. It probably can be expanded on, Mr. Best. Right? But listen, you want to do your very best. And with this particular nugget here, 19, avoid, refrain from smoking during your business meeting so you can have a large amount of success and that you can begin to attract more and more people into your business. And so I appreciate your time on tonight. And maybe you're wondering, just maybe, you're wondering, well, Lakeisha, what is it that you do? What business are you involved in? I'm in the business of helping people to access real money. Real money, okay? Most people would think that this is real money, and it's not, okay? It's not. All you need to do is look at what it says on the front. Look at what that says, Federal Reserve Note. Do your homework and find out what a Federal Reserve Note is. Find out what it is, an IOU. And according to the Federal Reserve System, it's a liability for them. It's a liability. A liability is something that you owe, isn't it? Is it something that make you money? Can it make you money and you owe it? No. That makes absolutely no sense. Okay? It's like an expense. It causes you not to be able to build wealth. And so what you want to do is what we simply do, myself and my partners, we exchange some of these dollars, right? And we're able to obtain real money gold. Here you have it, real money, right? So this is the smallest increment that we have. 0.1 grams. So all you would need to do in your back office when you get your free account, exchange almost $8 for this in your back office. And it will be stored in your savings account that you get for free. And as you accumulate more of these, you're going to be able to have it shipped home to you. All right. That's the beauty of it. And it's voluntary. Everything we do is voluntary. You can do that. You can even get your picture or your family's picture placed on the gold. Look at that. 1 gram. Authentic. Look at the official seal on the back. Okay. Warranty of certification. I had to make sure I say that right. All right. So again, it's the real deal. It's the real deal. So listen, I appreciate your time. And I know my time is winding up because we have a huddle. We have a team huddle coming up. If you want to learn more about it, get back with the person that shared this with you. We will get you plugged in, get you a free account. Free 99, free. All right. And you can plug into this huddle coming up too. It's going to be on the Zoom platform. All you need to do is go to www.goldrocks.info and you'll be able to attend the huddle event and you'll receive personal development and team building strategies. Now, tonight on that same platform at 9 o'clock, we're going to have an extended presentation so you can learn more about this money system and getting access to real money gold. So make sure, number one, you get the password. Inbox me or the person that shared this stream with you so we can give you the password to get on the goldrocks.info platform, okay? Inbox me or the person that shared this with you. We want to help you access real money so you can live a lifestyle of freedom, right? And be able to pass on wealth to your children and your children's children. So listen, I'll be back for another episode of the Leadership TKO live night show on tomorrow night after the wealth building presentation that I host and I give at 6:30. You all be blessed, take care, and remember, until the next time that you and I come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.